Every second you spent watching this video is a second you'll never get back. Think about that. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is taking action on a dream you've been postponing for years. Someone is building the business. Someone is writing the book. Someone is getting stronger. Someone is becoming the person they were born to be. And while they're moving forward, millions of people are standing still. The most terrifying part? Most of them don't even realize it. Let me ask you a question. If a camera had been recording your life for the last 5 years, would you be proud of what you see? Or would you be forced to admit that you've been surviving instead of living? Because one day, every human being reaches a moment when reality hits harder than any excuse. A moment when they realize they traded their dreams for distractions, their potential for comfort, their future for temporary pleasure. And by then, it's often too late. Life doesn't send warning emails. Time doesn't stop and ask if you're ready. The clock keeps moving. The days keep disappearing. And whether you use them or waste them, they never come back. One day you'll wake up and realize that the future you've been thinking about your entire life has become your past. The question is simple. When that day comes, will you be filled with pride or regret? Because the life you're living tomorrow is being built by the choices you're making today. And if you don't change something now, nothing changes. The problem, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't ruin their lives through one catastrophic mistake. They ruin their lives through thousands of tiny decisions that seem harmless in the moment. A few hours wasted here, a missed opportunity there. Another day saying, I'll start tomorrow. And then suddenly, years have passed. Research consistently shows that the average person spends years of their life on social media, television, and other forms of passive entertainment. Think about that. Years. Entire years of human life. Not days, not weeks, years. Imagine being handed 5 extra years right now. 5 full years. What could you build? What could you learn? Who could you become? Now imagine realizing you've already spent those years scrolling, comparing, consuming, and waiting. That's the tragedy. People think wasting their life looks dramatic. It doesn't. It looks normal. It looks comfortable. It looks like sleeping through your alarms, watching one more episode, scrolling for another hour, making excuses for another month, waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. And while you're waiting, life is moving. The world doesn't pause because you're uncertain. The opportunities don't wait because you're afraid. The years don't stop because you're comfortable. The saddest thing isn't failing. The saddest thing is never trying. It's reaching the end of your life and wondering what could have happened if you had believed in yourself, if you had started, if you had taken the risk, if you had ignored the fear. You see, most people aren't lazy. They're distracted. They're trapped in a cycle of instant gratification. Every notification, every dopamine hit, every comfort, every excuse, slowly stealing the future they claim to want. And here's what makes it even worse. Many people know exactly what they should do. They know they need exercise. They know they need to learn new skills. They know they need to stop procrastinating. They know they need to take action. The problem isn't knowledge. The problem is execution. The graveyard is full of people who had great ideas. Potential means nothing without action. Dreams mean nothing without discipline. Goals mean nothing without commitment. And every day you delay your future, you pay for it with the one currency you can never earn back. Time. The wake-up call. Now it's time to hear something most people spend their entire lives avoiding. You are not guaranteed another year. You are not guaranteed another month. You are not guaranteed tomorrow. The future is a privilege, not a promise. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Think about the power of those words. Your time is limited, not might be limited, is limited. Every dream you have exists inside a countdown you cannot see. Every goal, every ambition, every opportunity. A countdown. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." That's not pessimism. That's perspective. When you remember life is temporary, trivial things lose their power over you. The drama, the excuses, the fear of judgment, they all become insignificant because suddenly you realize the greatest risk isn't failure. The greatest risk is never truly living. Les Brown said, "The graveyard is the richest place on earth because it is here that you will find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled." Think about that. Unwritten books, unstarted businesses, unspoken ideas, untapped talent, all buried forever. Not because people lacked ability, because they waited. The difference between winners and everyone else is intelligence. It isn't luck. It isn't talent. It's action. Winners act while others hesitate. Winners move while others overthink. Winners start before they feel ready. The average person wants certainty before they begin. Successful people understand certainty comes after action, not before it. They don't wait for confidence. They build confidence through action. They don't wait for opportunities. They create opportunities through action. They don't wait for life to improve. They improve themselves. And as a result, their lives improve. That's the difference. The mindset shift. There's one mental switch that changes everything. Stop seeing time as something you have. Start seeing time as something you're spending. Because that's exactly what's happening. Imagine you wake up every morning with a bank account containing $86,400. At midnight, whatever you don't use disappears. No rollover, no savings, gone forever. You be careful with every dollar. You'd make every decision count. Now realize you already have something more valuable. 86,400 seconds every single day. And most people spend them carelessly. Successful people understand a simple truth. Your life is the sum of your days, and your days are the sum of your habits. Change your habits. You change your life. Let's destroy some limiting beliefs. I have plenty of time. No, you don't. None of us do. I'll start when I'm ready. You'll never feel completely ready. Growth begins in uncertainty. I need motivation. No, you need discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. What if I fail? What if you don't? What if the life you've always wanted is waiting on the other side of your fear? Imagine two ships leaving the same harbor. One drifts wherever the waves take it. The other has a destination. Years later, one arrives somewhere meaningful. The other ends up nowhere special. The difference wasn't the ocean. The difference was direction. Most people are drifting. They wake up, go through routines, consume content, repeat yesterday, repeat last year, repeat last decade, without intention, without purpose, without direction. Don't drift through life. Steer, choose, decide. Because the moment you take responsibility for your future, everything changes. Action steps. Here are 5 actions you can start today. Not next week, not next month. Today. 1. Audit your time. For the next 7 days, track every hour. Every hour. Find out where your life is actually going. You cannot change what you refuse to measure. 2. Remove one major distraction. Delete the app. Turn off the notifications. Set boundaries. Protect your focus like your future depends on it, because it does. 3. Create a non-negotiable daily goal. Choose one meaningful task. 1. Something that moves your life forward. Complete it every day. No excuses. Consistency beats intensity. 4. Invest in yourself daily. Read 10 pages. Learn a skill. Exercise. Practice. Improve. The person you become determines the life you create. 5. Take one scary action. Send the application. Start the business. Make the call. Post the content. Begin. Fear shrinks when confronted. Confidence grows through action. Remember this. Small actions repeated daily create extraordinary results over time. You don't need a complete life transformation overnight. You need a commitment to progress. Every day, without exception. Powerful closing. One day, the version of you that exists in the future will look back at this moment. The question is, what will they say? Will they thank you? Or will they wonder why you kept waiting? Why you kept doubting yourself? Why you kept postponing your life? You have survived every difficult day you've ever faced. Every challenge, every setback, every disappointment. You're still here. That means there's still time, still opportunity, still possibility. But possibility means nothing without action. The life you want is not coming to rescue you. No one is going to hand you your dream. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to save your future. That's your responsibility. And that's your power. Because the moment you accept responsibility, you take back control. You stop being a victim of circumstances. You become the architect of your destiny. The next chapter of your life is waiting to be written. The next version of yourself is waiting to be created. The next level is waiting to be reached. But it requires a decision. Right here, right now, not tomorrow, not someday, today. If this message awakens something inside you, stay connected. Subscribe and keep surrounding yourself with ideas that challenge you to grow. Because your environment shapes your future. And remember this, years from now, the pain of discipline will feel insignificant compared to the pain of realizing you had everything it took and never used it.